if you find your breast pump has lost suction, this is usually due to an air leak in the vacuum system. So I'm going to run you through an easy, systematic way to find the problem. These tips apply to the Forte and the Allegro. So firstly, start at the pump body. Turn it on and turn the dial up a little bit. Place your finger over the seal and feel for suction. Then turn the dial up more and see if the suction increases. If so, then that's great, there's nothing wrong with this pump body. Also do the same for the Allegro. Turn it on, but start at level 3. And place your finger over the seal and feel for suction. Then turn it up to say level 5, 6 or 7 and feel if the suction increases. It's quite quick, so you need to flick your finger in order to feel it. If it increases, then that's great, there's nothing wrong with this pump body. So if there is suction on the breast pump, then that's great. There is nothing wrong with your motor. It will be a component on your breast shield kit. So firstly, look over for any obvious damage on the hose and over the kit as a whole. If you cannot see anything, then it will be either of the two components here, an air leak in the backflow protector unit or an air leak in the valve. So firstly, we'll start with the valve. A good valve will look like this, nice, tight and sealed, and the slit will not be very large. When opened up, it will not reach to each end, just a small slit. An example of a poor valve is here. When opened up, the slit is rather large and nearly reaches both sides, so it has been damaged in some way. So comparing the two together, good valve, bad valve. To test the function of the valve, put your shield kit back together, excluding the bottle, and put your valve back in its place. Connect the hose and ensure that it is connected to the pump, making sure the connector is sealed on the other side. So if you're using this as a double pump, both shields will need to be tested one at a time. So turn the pump on and grab a seal that will fully cover the shield here. And watch the valve as you turn the pump up, so it sucks in nicely. As I turn the pump up higher to a higher setting, you see that it sucks in really well. So that's good suction, there's nothing wrong with this valve. When I place the poor valve on here, you will see that when I turn it on, the slit will slightly open up during a pumping session to blow air out because there is an air leak there. A good valve, it should not open like this, but a poor valve, there will be a slight opening of that slit as it pumps, and that shows that there is a slight air leak and a new valve will need to be purchased. So that rules that out. If it shows that nothing is wrong with your valve, then that's great. We will move on to the milk backflow protector unit. So firstly, you will need to disassemble the unit and check the large membrane. Ensure that this is nicely rounded and has no creasing or damage around the edge. Seal that properly around the bottom cover and then place the top cover on, making sure it's nicely sealed, and then firmly place it onto the shield. Ensure that you have your valve on also. Plug the air tube on and turn the pump on again. And once again, place a seal over the shield. You will need to listen for an air leak. So here is an example of a faulty backflow protector unit. Firstly, you can see inside the large membrane is a little bit crooked as it comes up and down. It's not very even. And secondly, you can hear a hissing sound. It's quite significant. A quick hiss with each pump. So this is a faulty unit and a new backflow protector unit will need to be purchased.